This is the only GT350 parts hauler in Knoxville today. What do we got here, Brad?
We treat a Shelby like a F150. We got the Falcon performance shocks in a really beat up box. So we're gonna open this up and see the damage.
Hey, let me get the tailgate for you, Brad.
Come over here. Oh, you got a 21, so you want to flex on me because I got an 18. All right. Bet you can't make it go back up. I didn't even know yours did that. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Back Road Driver channel. I'm Brad.
And I'm Sam.
We're the Miser Brothers, and Sam's got another trick up his sleeve on his 2021 F-150 that he just got.
What we have here, guys, is Falcon shocks. That's going to be a leveling kit. And these are actually for a 15 through 20 F-150, but we're going to show you that they fit just fine on your 2021s. And let's take a look at them.
This right here is Sam's old exhaust. In the video we just put out before this came off. He put his 2015 AWE exhaust on and shows you how to make it fit. So you can check that video out after you watch this one.
Shiny. What we got here, guys, is the Falcon Sport Tow Haul shock system. Don't let the tow and haul fool you. It's just a setting on here that stiffens up the compression and everything when you are towing. This is a premium shock option, guys, and this is going to make towing a lot better, but it's also going to make off-road and trail riding a breeze as well.
So I just want to say, first reaction, they look nicer than my Fox shocks by like double. They look really nice.
This is your front struts, and you've got different settings on here. You can keep the stock ride height. You can go up an inch or 2 inches, and then it also has another setting. So if you have a heavy bumper on the front or something like that and need that extra little bit, this will do it for you. We are going to show you the finished install so you can see how everything fits up, and then you'll know that the shocks for the prior gen actually fit on this gen as well, even though there were some suspension changes. I'm excited to see what the ride height change is with this suspension setup, guys. I know it's pretty expensive for just a leveling kit, but what you get with this kit is so much more than just a puck spacer and get that front end up. You actually get performance with these, and we'll show you that here when we get them on. There's more control in the rear end. I can speak for the Fox shocks. From factory, it was very floaty, and it actually was more comfortable of a ride. Correct. But after you get an aftermarket suspension on, aftermarket shocks on, and you do the level, you actually have a more grounded, it's more stable. Yeah. You feel like you can actually drive this thing hard and it's not going to come out from underneath you. It doesn't float. With factory suspension, when you go over railroad tracks a little fast, things like that, bumps, you get that rear end kind of feels like it kicks out on you a little bit.
Like this?
You know, when you're driving. Because I had to get the leveling kit on before the wheels and tires can go on. We'll be doing a video on the wheels and tires. Well, the install did not go as planned. It did have to stay overnight, and then overnight this polar vortex moved into the south. I think it's been like snowing 6 to 7 inches down in Texas, which is kind of crazy to see. But we do have it on now. It's going to look a whole lot better once we get the wheel and tire package on in the next video. It's going to look a little bit off with the 18s on it right now. Yep. But can't wait to get the wheels on. We'll cut the wheel here in a minute and we'll show you what the new struts on the front of the truck look like. We'll throw in a clip right here showing you the height of the suspension before, and right now I'm going to measure the after and we'll show you that as well. On the factory suspension, we're right about 37 inches in the front.
Ground to the wheel well.
And currently we're at 41 inches in the back. So here on the front, guys, we were just a little under 37, and right now we're at 39 and a half, so we gained 2.5 inches in the front. And here in the back, guys, we're now at 40 and a half. We were at 41 before, but that makes sense. We've shifted the weight basically towards the back a little bit. So the back is down just a fuzz, but we're nice and leveled out now, much closer. Sam, why do people put leveling kits on new trucks? Like, why do you take a perfectly good brand new truck with stock suspension that was made for that truck and change it right off the bat? A lot of people do it just for the looks. They don't like the rake. When you first buy a truck, it's going to be sitting at an angle. The front is going to be about 2 or 3 inches, depending on if it's 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive, than the rear of the truck.
It's going to be lower.
It's going to be sitting with a rake. And with this leveling kit, it gets you a little bit closer to level. It's usually not exactly level, but within an inch or so of being level from front to back.
So that's for the look. Why else would you do a level?
When you want to put a bigger wheel and tire on the front end of your truck to, because the rear, you can put any, way bigger tire on the rear of your truck, but your front is what determines how big of a tire will fit on your vehicle, because it's what turns and all that. And so raising that up a little bit is going to gain a couple inches more room for tires and wheel packages that have more offset, and that's a whole nother video. Besides the wheel and tire packages that you can put on being a little bit bigger, the other effect of putting a leveling kit on a vehicle is you lose the rake, which was allowing you to tow a little bit more because you had more room for the back end of the truck to sag down. So now that you have a level on, you want to have a suspension on there that's going to be able to hold that weight a little bit better, and that's what I've done. That's why I didn't go with the puck spacer, because you don't actually gain any.
You lose towing capacity.
You lose a little bit of towing capacity and everything. So
lots of good reasons to do it right instead of just throwing a puck in. It costs a lot more, but you actually can pick up towing capacity when you put a high quality Falcon shock on or another high quality shock. Let's show them what these things look like. You can see the adjustability that we showed you earlier right there. And this package does use the factory spring, so they actually took that off his factory shock and put it onto this shock. My Fox comes with a new spring, and mine do look way cooler than Sam's on my truck. Let's look at the back. Conversely, in the rear, Sam's look way better than mine do. They're like this dual tube, and they got all these switches and stuff in red. Anytime you got a billet anodized red switch on your suspension, like, you just reached a whole new level.
Next level
suspension.
So where we're at right now, this is your standard mode. This is where you're going to drive around most of the time. You go up in firmness by turning it this direction. So this would be where you would put it if you put a large load in the bed of the truck and you're hauling something on a pallet, something pretty heavy. And then you would go to the third setting if you were hauling a camper or a large trailer, that sort of thing. And that's going to stiffen that rebound up.
What if you're drag racing?
We'll find out. You also get bump stops with the Falcon setup. New bump stops go in.
Got the Falcon on the bump stop itself, so you got a little bit more of a bottom out. I guess when you go to tow heavy,
That's going to hit and keep you from bottoming out even further.
Yeah, I guess that's more for the off-road setup. That's going to keep you from bottoming out off-road as well.
I'm going to go ahead and give you a sneak peek of Sam's wheels before we do that next video and get them on wheels and tire package.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, heck. Nobody sees these wheels till they're on the truck.
Thanks for watching, guys. The wheels and tires video will drop tomorrow. Sam's truck's getting the full works in 1 week. So we're doing a video every single day, and we're making a whole playlist, Sam's 2021 F-150. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
It's got the new exhaust.